Chat. What is up, everybody? We are at Talladega racing Xfinity cars. They are fixed. So no setups. Do you really need a setup at Talladega? Probably not, unless you're like super competitive. We are starting from the pits because this is the safe thing to do. Will we wreck out? Who knows? What are we doing after this? I don't know. Because with Talladega... Oh shoot, I forgot to update my stream information on Twitch. Let's see here. Can I do that?
Can't go till green. Remember.
Let's see.
The pace car is in.
Hello, hello. Alright, let's update this.
Green, green, green.
Alright. Done. Alright. Hey, Rosie, what is up? Still getting a couple things situated here, obviously. We're going to be running... Oh, please don't get a black flag. Be starting from the pits. We're number one in this lobby here. Hoping there's a caution, there's a big wreck to kind of get that out of the way. That's normally how this goes. Normally I have an idea of what I want to stream. Sadly, with Talladega, we're not 100% sure if people are just going to wreck, if it's going to be straight carnage. If the car is done, what races are ahead of us?
15, man. You got this.
Hey Rosie, no worries. You're always great to have you in the chat, chatting, but always appreciate if you just kind of hang out and have us in the background. So good luck on good luck in your project at work. That's exactly what I do at work. Is I'll put on a couple of streamers. Right now, my guy is Greedy. I really enjoy his streams. He kind of does everything. He's just super chill.
You should know you can only win it on lap 2.
Alright. Just grabbing pen and paper. The downside of starting from the pits is it gets pretty lonely back here. So let's talk some racing.
Braking on the back stretch.
They're wrecking.
There you go, too.
Anyways.
That's real fucking nice, man.
Oh.
The 11 and the flag man just like fucking don't
I'm
care.
surprised there's not a caution. Are you kidding me right now?
I thought it was going to be a yellow. He was like, I'm not gonna reach down for the yellow. Fuck that.
Yeah, Rosie. If there's stuff I really need to catch up on at work, I'm the same way as well.
You fucking bonehead did this to yourself. It's like, keep it going
Anyways,
green.
talking racing because I was looking for my pen and paper. Cannot believe that Colleague Racing went on the radio today. So Chris Rice went on Sirius XM, and if you're not familiar with what happened at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, William Byron ran into the back of the 10 car, Ty Dillon, basically putting Byron in a not so great situation for the playoffs, going into the round of 4, which is obviously the round of 8 is super important, but Chris Rice came on Sirius XM and he was like, oh, the 10 car, we did nothing wrong. Well, Ty Dillon's spotter, his name's Joe, I forget his last name, he literally tweets out today that he showed up to Talladega and he got fired. So I'm really confused on what exactly happened, because if the 10 car didn't do anything wrong like what Chris Rice said, but the spotter is fired, that tells me that the 10 car is screwed up. I don't know. Hey Cheese Monster, how are you?
Thanks, man. Too much damage, I'm done.
Doing pretty good. It's Wednesday, so for all the office job people, we're halfway through the work week, so just kind of enjoying some Talladega, avoiding the carnage, which it sounds like we avoided some of it, but there was no caution, so we can't bunch up at the field. So fingers crossed we're going to get a caution here. So if it's a little boring, apologies. So we're just going to talk some NASCAR. Denny Hamlin got his 60th win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. He's joining the round of 4, which is really exciting because Denny Hamlin has 60 wins but doesn't have a championship. And a lot of people don't like Denny, but I feel like a lot of people are polling for him to win this championship because regardless of how you feel about him, he deserves a championship. He's won 60 races. Take away the not liking the guy, right? If you win 60 races on the cup level, you deserve a championship. So I hope he gets it done in Phoenix. I'm not like a super diehard Denny Hamlin fan, and maybe it's a little bit, you know, rooting for a story, but I would like to see him get it done so we can move on from that. And I'm sure Mark Martin would also like to move on from it as well, because every single time Denny Hamlin gets brought up, Mark Martin also joins the conversation. So it'll be interesting. And Rosie, Dega was 50-50 for me yesterday. Got blindsided and wrecked out of Xfinity and P4 in trucks after restarting a green-white checker in P1. I've ran a couple this week, and I've ran a next gen and an Xfinity, which is probably what we're going to end up doing tonight.
We have to choose?
I think I finished top 10 in the Xfinity race, and in the next gen race, I was running second, and we were racing for the win, and yeah, I just ended up getting hooked. Nothing you can do in that department. It's feast or famine here. That's why I was a little nervous to stream Dega, because at least when you're racing other types of tracks, you're gonna wreck, right? Or you could be involved in something, but for the most part, you have some control of it, and it's a little bit more predictable. But here at Dega, no, it is super unpredictable. I mean, I thought we were going to have a caution already. Joke's on me.
What the fuck was that, dude?
Nice.
What the fuck?
Oh hey, look, some new additions to the layout here. To the left-hand corner, top left-hand corner, we got a little bit of a track map,
so there's no yellow.
which is nice for me personally, because when that was going down, I noticed that some cars fell back behind, which tells me a little bit of some wreckage going on, but not enough to get a yellow, which is a little bit of a bummer, but
Sorry,
that's
Seven.
okay.
Saw you at the last second.
Also changed up the relative on the left bottom side. Hopefully it's a little bit bigger and you guys can see it.
I won't fight you when we get.
It's got the relative,
Clear up
name,
your
position,
left hand, I won't
number,
fight
the lap. And then I think it was John Carpenter who, we were talking about tires, who's curious about what the tire wear was on the racetrack. When I go into the pits, there will be what they call a pit helper, I guess, and it's going to be an overlay that pops up and we'll show the tire wear for about, I think I set it for 30 or 45 seconds, so it'll eventually go away, but I'm not really in the habit of checking my tire wear. I probably should. So if I don't share that information with you guys, I want to make sure at least you can see it, go back to it, and see the tire wear. And also, it'll remind me when it pops up, it'll remind me to look at it as well. Okay. Leader is about...
What you got to do? I'm trying to make the high side work. Don't need to be 3 wider.
So the leader is about 7 seconds behind me right now.
Made the high side work. Now I'm on the look.
Yeah, Rosie, I couldn't agree more. You're able to avoid the wrecks, or learn to avoid the wrecks, but also when you actually miss a wreck that is like right in front of you and you think you're gonna wreck out and you don't, it's a thrilling feeling. Yeah, sometimes I struggle with that when I see a car you know, sliding up or sliding down. Sometimes I don't struggle with it, but I second guess myself and I don't react fast enough, and then I end up running into somebody. Alright, leader's about 4 seconds behind us. We're gonna hang out high here. Should probably position myself for that so that these guys can see it. Oh no, this is gonna be... I hate this. I hate this so much. Because if these guys are 3 wide right now, I'm running the top lane. I'm gonna end up fucking up people's days here, and I don't want to do that.
Turn 1 and 2 are going to be fun.
Is he talking to me? He was probably talking to me. See, like, I don't know if I should pull... Yeah, see, I was about to pull down here, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have ruined everybody's race.
Yeah, and I just froze up and disappeared.
If anybody has questioned, ever, if I can hold my line or not, that right there just proved it. Alright. Let's just pray that we're going to be part of the lucky dog here. Oh, hello. The 16 car, I was not anticipating that. Yeah, Rosie, always stay high as well. Oh, there was a little thing going on between the 22 and the 16. Anyways, yeah, I always go high too, but that's, you know, sometimes people like to take that third lane here, because, I mean, Talladega is super wide. Is this guy complaining?
Yeah, let them thin themselves out.
Yep, sit back. It's like a drive-in theater. Sit back and wait for the catastrophe.
Yeah, but no, staying high while you're lapped down obviously is the right move, but if people are running 3 wide and you're in the corner, there's really not much to go. No, there's really nowhere to go if people just start bouncing off of you. And then you end up like a ping pong ball, or not like a ping pong ball, like a pinball ball. It's getting bounced around. I guess both balls would work. Probably the cleanest. The cleanest. Why does this have to happen to me? I was just trying to get everything set up for the stream. I was already signed up for the 9 o'clock, and I barely missed it. Barely missed it. There's got to be at least one caution. One caution. Give us the lucky dog. And let's race. I stay away from it, but I do love super speedway racing. It's fun, it's thrilling, but my I rating and my safety rating does not, like at all.
Stay low. Stay low.
Oh, I saw dirt, and I hit the brakes. Damn it. Probably gonna lose the draft here unless the 16.
Come on, one, keep up.
Yeah, I saw dirt, so I wasn't sure if they were racing or wrecking.
I'm trying to let up so I can still hang with them. There you go. I think you got it. You got the draft? Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah, I should be good. Who cares? I'm a lap down.
Oh, a little more, we would have buried you.
Now these guys are going
Right
through
up
wide here.
double wide.
Yep. Thank you,
That feels
Jason.
like trouble. Double deep, I should have said.
Dega running 11.
Oop, you got some guys spreading out here. This 16 car just pulled up so fast. I'm not gonna run into you, buddy, I promise. Who wants to take a bet that this 16 car, who's pretty active on the mic, which is cool, whatever, if he gets involved in a wreck or is, you know, a part of something, he is going to melt down.
Just keep your eyes open, one. It'll happen.
Okay, buddy. I feel like I'm getting, like, coached right now, I guess?
Every lap from here on out is going to get uglier and uglier.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I don't know, I don't mean to be a jerk, but is the side comments really necessary? I don't know. I'm always down if people want to give me feedback or tips or pointers, but be on the lookout. It's gonna happen. Every lap it gets more intense. Oh, no way. I didn't know that. I need a wreck though. Let's not have let's have a solid safety rating day, but not at the expense of the I rating. which, whatever, but don't want to drop too low. Hey, Justin Haley is no longer in the 7 at the end of this year. Spire Motorsports announced. Poor kid. Tough year. You get signed up with Rodney Childers. He gets yanked away about, not even halfway through the season. And then you get kicked to the curb at the end of the season. I mean, look, Justin Haley probably hasn't been, he hasn't been the most impressive in that 7 car. Especially Carson Hocevar obviously seems to be the star of the show when it comes to Spire. And then Michael McDowell, obviously he runs well on road courses, and he's a pretty consistent driver, lots of experience. I wish they would have given Justin Haley another year to kind of see what he can do without, a brand new team, crew chief, another crew chief. But at the end of the day, I guess business is business. So, who is taking over the 7 car? A lot of people are saying Daniel Suarez, which I get. He probably has.
Go 11. I'll let you buy.
He has some sponsors, obviously, and I do think Daniel Suarez is a little bit more of a marketable driver, so it makes sense on the business side, and he has a better resume. I think that's who's going to take over the 7, but really curious to hear what you guys think. And yeah, the captains, they can get a little annoyed, especially when nobody else is engaging with him. I know I gave him a heads up, gotcha, yeah, understood, cool. But the commentary, oh, somebody's in the wall here. Pen for Rosie. All right,
That's your patience one.
I'll work on that, kind of adjust, but that's good feedback. I do record vertically as well for TikTok and YouTube, so I try to set it up to where those aren't in that shot, but I might be able to shorten the name and the iRating change, which really actually I can pull that away as well. That's probably something that's more important to me than you guys, but might be able to work with that and figure out something. But thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it's all a learning process. Some people have some overlays for their vertical stuff, but I have no idea how to do it without putting it over this overlay. I don't know, all the behind the scenes stuff that I find super interesting. There's so much you can do. There we go. Not gonna be a yellow though. Man. But Rosie, I do think the relative I can adjust, make it a little bit better. I know. Look, this 16 car is making moves. He's in the bottom 3 wide there. See, a little bit of smoke.
Man, Brian, I'm sorry if that was for me, but I don't know what to say.
Sorry, dude.
Do I hang out with these guys, or do I just back it up a little bit and not get absolutely destroyed?
I've been saying that a long time, and I actually think it's going to go green.
As the car goes through. No, Rosie, that's... Ooh. Never gonna be offended, right? At the end of the day... You're the viewer, right? So I want to make sure that it's a enjoyable overlay. So, and it is a little bit tough on mobile because I watch on Twitch as well via my mobile phone, and sometimes I struggle with it as well, but I can definitely improve it a little bit.
Yeah. Are cautions turned off on this or something?
No, they're on.
This
It's
is
just
wild.
it's just the wrecks. They just keep going on the back straightaway there. We got another position. We're at 18th. Well, I'm sorry, y'all. I really thought that this would have gone, you know, with a couple of yellows, and it would have been a little bit of a more exciting race. So, a little lame start to the stream, but you can only go up from here. Oop, they are wrecking.
Outside.
Wow,
You're clear high.
good group here.
Got one outside. Still there?
Oh, I love how the outside line loves to go outside and then push, just squeeze everybody down.
Just got the white flag. One more
That's a famous move. I can't believe this went green.
Me either. Me either. I'm backing out, by the way. There's nothing more I can gain here, and if these guys end up wrecking, I don't need to screw up my safety rating here.
Put the hammer on it, inside line. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Wow, that's sweet ending.
Wow.
Good race.
There's the checkered
I'm
flag.
surprised. Just a little speechless there. That was a full-blown...
We had no cautions, really?
Yep.
I'm gonna go get laid.
I'm going to play the fucking lottery.
Lottery. Yep. Yep. Got a couple of tickets already.
It would go green after I blip out from like third place.
Yep. Same, brother. Same. Yeah, right? Super unfortunate. And super rare. But now, let's see if we can jump in a 9:45 race. Let's see. I don't have the Chicago Street Course, and I don't know if I'd ever get it. We can definitely do Carb Cup. Do mini stocks. Do some road course racing, but I don't know about that because I'm not too familiar with the tracks here. Oh, a couple of them. Track car combination. All right, I think we've made our decision here. We are going Carb Cup, which is always a delight. And then what I'm gonna do is, when I load up the Carb Cup 1, I will sign up for the A class. So we got a little bit of next gen action going on. Let's see if we can find some drafting partners on practice here. Yeah, let's see. The safety rating up, but the I rating is down. I think Carb Cup is no safety rating, no I rating whatsoever. So we can have some fun with this. Yeah, why did they have to do the Arkham Menards at the Chicago Street Course? Because I know people either love or they hate Super Speedway Racing. Gen 4 Cup is at Phoenix, though, which... Don't twist my arm to do that, either. We're gonna hang out with the 27 here. See if I can move. Can I move this up? Probably spook those guys. Booyah. Alright, I left 27 hanging. Also leaving you guys hanging. Can't see anything. There we go. I want to let off and see if I could find somebody, but by the time I do that, the next session is going to start, so... Practicing some green flag pit stops. Alright, that looks better where the tire monitor is too. Hello! I love that paint scheme. Alright, there we go. Let this load up here. Oh, hello there, Iracing. I'm really debating Gen 4. Now, you know, you guys deserve a good super speedway race, so we're going to keep it that way. Alright, withdrawing. Alright. We are signed up for A. Fixed. While we enjoy some Daytona action. Well, I hit my mic as well. No, I know. Rosie, I completely agree. I feel bad. But you never know with these things. Always encouraging to to see a solid, yeah, right. It's always, I guess, encouraging to everybody that maybe people, especially in the lower splits, we can go green. We can go green. I just chopped off this guy's nose. Whatever. Yep, Rosie, we saw a great example of it. Alright, practice, done. Let's qualify. Standings. Alright. Probably the most boring place to qualify here at Daytona and Talladega. I know a lot of people like to go high for the warm-up lap here, and even on the first lap, and then taking it to the bottom there, just to build up that little bit of momentum. So I think we're going to go that route here, once we go into fifth here. See how this shakes out. I had French onion tortellini for dinner tonight. It was a Instagram recipe that my wife sent me. It was pretty good. I was worried about it for a second because you dump French onion soup and then beef consomme into like basically a bunch of frozen tortellinis, and then you throw cheese on top of it and butter. And it was kind of soupy, but actually, I really liked it. I really liked it. I was worried about it. I'm always nervous about trying new recipes, but we need a little bit of spice for the dinner side of things. So I have a little collection now of different recipes to try, and also just eating at home is better. My goodness, how are these guys running a half a second? Are they running in fourth? Was sitting in fifth not what we're supposed to do? Whoops. Well, I screwed the pooch on that, folks. Alright, let's see where we're out in the map, because somebody went into fifth gear. It was me. I didn't know that. I barely qualify these things on super speedways, but I'm doing it to, because A, safety rating doesn't matter, and we're going for it. Yeah, right? The more you know. So FYI. Yeah, I didn't know. You would think you would jump into fifth gear, but Not in qualifying. I get it, when you're in the draft, you're going faster, so I guess that's when 5th gear makes sense, but
Pit box in 10.
yeah. Green flag pit stops. When you run fixed races and you really don't have to worry about them. Definitely not a strong suit of mine. Got the 6 of Jason Cass. Currently sitting 8th. I wonder if he knows. You have to be in 4th gear to get a solid lap. He knows because it's way faster than we are. Hello there, 07. Ooh. That's a crazy wreck. That's the quality racing that we're about to experience. Oh boy. Is this it? Are we girding up? Oh yeah.
Hey, nice qualified, Casey.
The estimated
That's-
SOF is
That's so funny. Sometimes I'll accidentally sign up for an open.
it's competitive out there. Head down.
was that?
But yeah, I mean, at least for a super speedway race,
No, I'm saying nice qualified.
really
Casey.
doesn't matter.
You had me by like 100. You had
But-
me by like 400s.
I'm curious how the fixed setups are against open people, because I did an open during week 13 at Bristol Motor Speedway, and I finished 3rd, and I was really surprised. I thought I was going to get my ass handed to me because, you know, when you're running fixed, but I don't know, maybe it was just because it was
Still waiting on
week
2 cars
13 and
to
that's just what everybody was doing to avoid the street stock carnage. Now they have like website like the Maconi, I think that's what it's called. Whatever the C Fixed racing series is sponsored by. They create setups that you can like buy. It's a whole business model
Waiting on
now,
the
which
final
is
car to grid.
crazy. I see the latency variation on the right hand side. I hope that goes away. I hope it's not me actually blinking. Alright.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye. Alright, man, line up on the inside.
Alright, we have
row.
15
Your road is
laps.
closed.
No cautions whatsoever. We are starting 17th. With the next gen car, it seems like you don't move up to the front pretty quickly. Things can kind of get spread out depending on how people link up. So we're going to be slicing and dicing here pretty early on. Lap 20, I was riding on the outside lane, dove down the lane to avoid a guy into the wall at the same time. The guy on the inside dove up a lane to avoid a car loose on the... Oh, that's the worst. When you're just a byproduct of a wreck, or you think you're doing the right thing, or you think that they're clear and something else happens that just ruins your day. And hopefully
Good luck, everyone.
who you ran into thought it was a racing deal.
Hey, good luck.
Alright.
Race clean.
Aye, aye, Captain. Hey, Paperclip Maniac. This is Carb Cup. Yep, we're doing the basically the 945 Carb Cup, but we are signed up for the next gen A race at Talladega. This was a little bit of a filler race that we're doing because the Xfinity race ended pretty earlier than what I thought, because it went fully green. It was the perfect race to start from the pits on.
Clear high, clear high. Got one outside. Stay low.
Coming in hot there too.
Still there. You're clear high, clear high. Got one inside.
Choo choo!
Stay high.
Oh yeah. Holy crap.
Fucking kidding me?
Oh
I have no
no.
idea what's going on. Computer's locked up.
Stay high.
Yeah, paperclip, it made for
Clear low.
not so great opening race here on the stream, but that's okay. We are in the Hornet's Nest here at Daytona, and with nowhere to go.
All clear, all clear. Inside. 3 wide, you're in the middle. You got one outside.
Alright, 3 car. Goodbye.
All clear, all clear. You got one outside.
77 car is blinking.
All clear, all
I'm about to get ran over. Nope.
you got one outside.
Man, how'd I get stuck following this idiot?
No, bro.
See what the fuck I mean? What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Somebody's upset. Alright. Let's...
Stay low.
Fucking 77. Can't fucking run a lap.
Stay low.
Somebody's upset over a 15-lap shootout to the green. Oh, we did not... Thank you, Rosie. We did not lose the draft. Hell yeah.
Outside. Still there.
To be fair, that 77 was blinking all over the place. And I'm super lucky that we did not lose the draft here. So let's, we're on lap 4 of 15 here. Ooh, I just hit the fastest lap.
Clear high, clear high.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more there, Paperclip. Some people are good at it. They really understand it. If you really get a full race in where it's green and you really have to maneuver through things, sure, but sometimes you just get lucky because, you know, big wrecks.
Still there.
Ooh, I don't want to run over this guy, and thank you, 5, for not running over me. Seems like the top 4 or 5 there are pretty linked up as a 6-car wrecks. We're gonna hang up high. We're gonna hang up. Nope. Oh
Of course.
no. Yep. Hey.
Front end.
Perfect time to jump into the A-class race. All right, let's watch that over again.
There is always a
Yep.
hero, always.
The 24 car, the guy who told us to have a nice, safe, clean race. All right, looks like it started with a 6 here. Nobody's in a numerical order. All right. That 6 car, he switches lanes and bounces off of somebody. Oh, the 9 car pushed him. And yeah, just, I mean, took out that whole group. Yep. And that is it.
I will let you pass, I have damage.
We are not returning to the track. It's not worth it. I know I talked about in the last stream there was a like a plugin where you can queue up different races and stuff like that. Haven't had the opportunity to use it, but I hope to download it this weekend or something like that. Still interested to see how all of that works. Would make life a lot easier. Okay, this Bo Ritter guy was in our group on Xfinity. I'm trying to see if I recognize anybody from the last race. Josh Maloney. Is that? I think I might know who that is. Oh, you guys aren't even... I'm sorry. I was looking at this wonderful list off screen. Alright. We are not qualifying, and break. Even though I spilled my water, half of it. Right before we started the stream here. Yeah, paperclip. That's what we were trying to do at the Xfinity race was start from the pits and avoid the wreck.
We got some deserters from the 94 lap race in here.
Didn't work out, but hey, John, how are you? We are racing the next gen car, Gen 7 car. I know we had that conversation in the past. At Talladega. It's the fixed race. We're not going to qualify here. But we're going to grid up. We're not going to start from the pits. We learned our lesson earlier. We start from the pits for the Xfinity race, and it went caution free. So now we're doing a little bit of next gen. And depending on where this goes, we will see what we do after that. Back to the setup stuff you were talking about earlier. I do use Makoni setups for late model stocks. My favorite series to run. Their sets are good, and custom set is a huge advantage over fixed. Okay, now that's an awesome recommendation. I've never bought a setup from there. I've never used a setup. Now, is it like a subscription fee, or is it like something to where if I just need a setup, I could just pay $5 for it or something along those lines? And yeah, it's a fixed, John. And the late models are a lot of fun. I like the not the super late models, but just like the regular late models. I feel like there's not a lot of participation for the super late models, which is really disappointing unless you get like road course weekends or even super speedway weekends, but it seems like a lot of people prefer the class D ones. What was I gonna say? You know what series I wish there was more participation from is the SRX series. When they brought that out for week 13, it was a lot of fun, and I haven't seen any participation for that series, which is really disappointing. So who knows? I wonder if there's a league out there that'll run them, because I would definitely be interested. John, yeah, doing pit starts is pretty safe, but risk a green run, which is exactly what happened. My super speedway rule is top 4, grid up, 5th on back is a pit start. Yeah, no, if it wasn't for the stream, I probably would try to do the pit start again. I don't want to start from the pits and then run into another situation where it's green flag, and then Jeff McConey was in that race too. Oh no way! Oh, hold on, I'm chat's going off. I love it. Oh, there's $7.99 a month. Okay, so Rosie, $7.99 a month. So that's what you do. That's okay. I wonder if it's just late models, or is it like the whole? Like, can you like choose like multiple cars, or is it just like $7.99 for just that specific car? And then paperclip the Xfinity race I ran yesterday. I got all the way up to 7th, and then a wreck happened over the line, and I got a black flag for incident points and finished 17th. Oh, that sucks. Especially because the black flag for instant points, that is the absolute worst. Back in my day, that was not a thing until probably a couple years in. But it's pretty cool that Jeff McConey was in that race. So I'm assuming that's who creates those setups. Yeah, John, always safer to know someone is also starting in pits, so you aren't alone. But what are the odds you get 2 clean races in a row? I know. In individual car track combos. Okay. Yeah, if I raced more open, I would definitely be interested, but I like alternating between Gen 7 car and the Xfinity car. Alright, let's grid up here.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
The estimated SOF is
1,356.
Alright, so we're like average right now. Checking the phone. Alright.
5 cars left to grid.
That's fair, Rosie. And John, hey, I remember that too. You'd pop into a session, to a practice session, and that's the first thing people would start asking. Do you have a setup? Do you have a setup? I was that guy, for the record. I know I'm saying it in kind of a mocking way, but I was the guy that was like, you have a setup?
You have 2 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
And then you always knew when somebody shared that setup, they weren't sharing like the most updated version. Like they would give you like version 12, but they were on like 13 or 14 or something like that.
Alright guys, good luck.
It's the one car.
Yeah, Rosie, I agree. It would be nice if people didn't have the opportunity to. Well, I know you're not saying that, but like, if it wasn't for the setups being, paid for, people would probably be a little more open and willing to have those discussions. But I'm sure a lot of the people who run the open setups, they probably do purchase them, so it's like you really don't know how to fix them or update them or kind of tune it to your style, or maybe you don't. I know that I wouldn't. But I'm with you. I don't have time to make them myself. And John, I wasn't that guy, but I would test for an hour and people were real open, both if you were close or way off. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if you talk to people and are like asking them questions about,
Stay in your line, you will be fine.
if you start
Good luck,
asking
everybody.
like curiosity questions, right? Oh, like if I do this, how does this happen, or what will it do to the car? People are definitely willing to work with you. Yeah, no, I agree. I think I ran into it when I was running open races in a league that I spent a couple of years in. It was, I was going to school and I was working, and I just didn't have time. So I would be like, does anybody have a setup? But I always had a buddy that would send them to me, so it was always appreciated. I should look into the McConey though. See if I can get involved in some more open setups, because at least the open races, there's a little bit more strategy to them. Longer green flag runs. You have to pit for fuel. That's why I like the Gen 4 races. They're a lot of fun.
Green flag, green
All right.
flag.
Got a little bit of a warm up there
All clear, all clear.
during Daytona for Carb Cup. Now this is the real thing here.
Side. Stay high. Stay high.
Don't do it, bud. Don't do it.
All
Yeah,
clear.
John, if I could paint schemes and set up like, you know, race cars, I would 100% use that for another source of income. But
Still there.
I have chosen the streaming and editing compilation videos as my iRacing contribution to the economy of the game.
Still there. Stay high.
Oh, that's annoying on the 3D print side. Yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes to as things grow
All clear.
and there becomes a demand, all of a sudden it ends up behind a paywall, and that's with everything in life. It feels it's always, even like my printer.
All clear.
It's like, oh hey, you need a subscription. It's like, can I just not print, please?
You got one inside. Stay high. Stay high. All clear, all clear.
A little bit of a checkup here. Holy shit! What? That spooked me.
You got one outside.
No caution for that?
Stay low.
What? That number one, that should have been a caution. Number two, I don't know if you guys saw that or not,
You got one outside.
but
Yo, Patrick, you just gonna
it's
run
just
me out of my
it's
lane?
just one car just
Stay low.
just went straight into the wall. That was the craziest thing ever.
All clear, all clear.
Oh yeah, I have an HP printer. I probably print 10 things a year. Now if I need to print, I just print at work. So every single time you fire it up, they're like, "Oh, it's HP Ink Master, whatever their thing is called."
Stay high. On the low side.
Yeah, paperclip. I can see where, you know, if you're looking for something a little bit longer,
You got one inside.
fixed racing isn't the way to go. You know, for me personally, outside of streaming, if I'm going to jump on, you know, I'll jump on for like an hour or two, and it just kind of gives me a little bit of variety of you know, different race cars, racetracks. I really like the Xfinity car. I really like this car on certain racetracks. So it just gives me a chance just to drive different things.
Clear low, clear low. You got one inside.
But yeah, I mean, to your point, to your point there, paperclip. With open races, you have more of a strategy, and I've really enjoyed that on the Gen 4 side. But the Gen 4 Cup car is fixed, so it is nice that that's an option to have a fixed race that has just a longer setup. And I'm kind of hanging out in the outside lane here. Kind of backing out a little bit, but I'm going to slide in between this 10 car. Alright, there we go. Oh, no. Okay, good job, Rick. You didn't run into me.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're right, Paperclip. I feel like with Gen 4, it has to be like a common track that like everybody has for participation to be high. That's the same thing with the 87s as well. That one, it seems like that's hit or miss, which that one's at North Wilkesboro. Which I love that combination. Yeah, Old Atlanta was fun. They're at Old Phoenix this week. Oh, that's interesting, John. I lost the pack. This is the thing that sucks about the next gen car. Is on, at least on the super speedway, if you lose the pack, like, you're toast.
Sorry, 16, I didn't mean to get up that high. Come with me.
Yeah, I've seen many races at Old Atlanta. Many races. Oh, this... I don't even know what car. Yeah, the 21 car. Car contact, sweet, because he's blinking out. This guy's gonna end up crashing me. Yeah, I haven't even tried to race that car at Phoenix. I just know it's gonna be a lot of people getting loose off of the turns. I can just hear the 21 car just coming in and out. Yeah, I have some friends that are into 3D printing as well. One guy I sometimes play like shooting games with. He has one. And some cool stuff with it. Well, it's basically like we start from the pits. You're right, Rosie. If we end up a second behind the pack, I didn't expect the pack to be that, I guess, fast when I was trying to pull down. I just everybody went around me, and the rest is history. So. Are we ditching the 21 here? Nope.
No. What are you doing?
No. Ah, shit.
That was almost disastrous.
Do you think I can scoot this 21 car just like out of the way? I know I'm gonna lose some safety rating for it, but it's kind of a pain in the dick here. Yep. Whoops. That was okay. That was really dramatic. I know he was blinking, but I wasn't trying to like kill the dude. Alrighty then. Somebody submit that to Iracing and in protest. Yeah, nope, yep. That looked way worse than what I intended it to be. My guy was blinking all over the place, to be fair though. There's that caution.
Thanks for that, number 24. Really appreciate it.
That was trash. You were blinking, brother. Not much I can do about that. Yeah, right? That 21 car took a pretty hard hit. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he messaged saying that was trash.
Checking out on the back set.
Ooh. Why are we so far behind? Yeah, no, that's why. I mean, I just mic'd up and I just told him, like, hey man, your connection sucks.
Heads up, 22, car.
Put another quarter in this modem. Pay the internet bill.
Pit road is now open.
That's normally how I handle blinkers. I know your mics works. Why didn't you say anything? Should I respond back to that guy? No.
22, car.
Anyways. To be fair, I only said one thing and I could have called out the blinking, but should I ask him? Hey John, thanks for stopping by and good luck in the truck race, man. Why didn't that guy yell at me? Why doesn't he have a mic?
Past the 14, past the... Heads up, 22, car.
This guy is saying that
Pit road is
he
closed.
was showing at 100 or whatever the whole time, so I don't know what he wants me to tell him. You guys saw that. Everybody saw that, right? Like, dude was blinking all over the place. Sounds like a plan, John. Hey, you're. I know. Sometimes people, I guess, on Twitch just me like researching it, like to call out lurkers. But honestly, for me personally, I'm a lurker too. So for all the lurkers, welcome. No pressure whatsoever. Just happy that you guys are here hanging out. Wait, Paperclip, can you actually like text wow, disable your text chat? Oh, he left. Goodbye, Jerry. Because I mean, I think those messages are kind of funny anyways, but if he wants to complain about it, he can complain about it. Map backspace. Oh, okay. All right. So you can do that. All right, one to go.
Alright man, we're going green next time by. Alright man, line up on the inside row. Heads up, 17, car.
Let's not lose the pack. Yeah.
That's a cool rap, though. What is Melon?
Yeah, Paperclip, it is distracting, you know, when
Ross
people start spamming. or
Oh,
arguing
okay,
with you, but that's probably the most interaction
Yeah,
that
no,
I've
appreciate
gotten
it.
Yeah,
via
that's a
chat
fun
in a long time, like in a negative light. Rosie, why does he think the two of you were following him and then we're all of a sudden 3 lanes higher than him for a full lap or more? That's a very fair point, and I probably would have just brought that up to him if he didn't leave already, because like, you're right, me and the 22, we were just trying to go around him.
Grab back. Grab back. Grab back.
Yeah, I know that sometimes people, like, I can tell when iRacing is blinking out, right? Like, on the right top corner, the latency, and it'll even give me a latency warning, but there's been a couple of times where people have been involved with a wreck that involves a blinker, and the blinker's like, no, like, everything checks out.
Get ready.
You know, everything checks out. Everything was good. I mean, can the, you know, the gauges in the right-hand corner there, can they be wrong? I've never heard of that, but Europeans in sports cars or Formula are really bad about spamming thanks or sorry 800 times. Oh, okay.
Green flag, green flag. I believe it's stood on 16.553 outside. You're clear high, clear high. Keep taking, man. Got one outside.
Didn't get that great of a jump start there, but we're solidly in the pack here.
Stay low.
Hold on for dear life, Shane.
Ooh.
Stay low.
Right, up your butt.
Yep, that's true, Rosie. Like, if I'm telling you that you're blinking, why are you gonna argue and be like, well, iRacing said no? Okay, well, that's cool. I'm really happy that iRacing said that, but it's not the reality for me or the 22.
All clear, outside. Still there? Keep the line. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Still there? Stay low,
We're checking up a little bit. We are gridlocked right now. Absolutely gridlocked.
still there.
I am
Stay low.
just waiting for it to just be engulfed in a wreck.
I got you, Shane.
Stay low. Still there. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. Still there. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear.
I don't know, that's 3 in that 17 car. Get a little close for comfort there.
Still there. Still there.
Thought those guys were gonna bounce off of each other. Hey, we cracked the top 10 here.
Stay low.
Ooh,
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
wasn't expecting her to get tight like that.
Still there.
The real question is when we
Still there.
are able to clear this outside line. Are we making a run for it? We're gonna wait in line here. Kind of want to make a run for it.
Stay high. 70 front, left position. Stay high.
Yeah, I'm not
Clear low, clear low.
too familiar with dragging the brake here.
Too wide there. Clear low, clear low.
Oh yeah, that was a bad move on my part because
Got one inside.
we are now getting past. Does this car suck on the outside line? Is it not like the Xfinity car? Ugh.
Stay high.
Alright. Lock in, 16. Lock in.
Stay high. Stay high.
I'm shoving the fuck out of him right now.
Still there.
And it's doing nothing. So basically, we're gonna have to jump in the pack here. Gonna see the one car did what I was gonna do and get in front of this 10 car. Alright, we're back on the inside lane here, but alright, outside lane, not the move in this car. Five and the 26 bouncing off of each other. Let's get away from that. Alright, so now do we play the game of passing people who are dumb enough like I was to jump into the outside lane? Do we try and make things work here?
Oh, buddy, you just disappeared.
Yeah, Rosie, I'm in the same boat as you.
All clear, all clear.
'Cause if I drag, I mean, I'm pushing on the brake right now. Do I slow down a little bit? Okay. It's always nice getting other people's perspective and how they drive the car. I mean, reading your guys' comments, but then also I'm sure you guys watching me race as well.
All clear, all clear.
Yeah, paperclip. That definitely is the move to be on the inside. That's what bit us in the ass in the last race because we were on the outside. Rosie made a comment about it as well. Ooh. Oh no! I don't think we're too bad. I don't think we're too bad.
Past the 25, past the 5,
Oh.
past the 5, car,
We
past the
almost- so-
23, car, past the 5, car, past
We
the
almost
14,
made that.
past the 20, car,
And
past the
then
2nd up, turn one.
the car behind us, as we were checking up, he
15, car,
barely clipped my back end. Barely clipped it.
past the
Oh no!
23, car.
Honestly, it could have been a lot worse. If we were on the outside lane, it would have been a lot worse. The wheel feels fine. I think we're in a good spot here. Guess we will pit, get some fresh tires. Well, they really don't matter here. But get some 4 fresh Goodyears.
Pit road is now open.
Let's see how bad the damage is. I don't think it's too bad. We didn't get like one of those catastrophic out of nowhere just hits that you just can tell you're gonna get that meatball. Gotta get that meatball.
Pit box in 10,
We got a lot of big time movers up here.
3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is
Ben up
repairable.
16, Brock
Yeah,
up
13
15,
seconds.
Josh up 12.
I have no
Lee
idea,
up
Paperclip.
12.
I'm glad you caught that because I was gonna make a move because I was getting the 5 to go, or you know, 5 seconds
I made it
left.
40 laps and made it from like 32nd to like.
And I
fifth in,
had no idea. I hesitated
the
there
NIS series
because
and
I
then
had no idea what
a
was
wreck
going
happened
on.
and I got pinched up top. And it ended it.
Alright, that's
Like,
it.
of course I was up top.
Oh, bummer. John isn't,
that's rough.
he's in the C-Fix race right now, but John, if you're listening, there is a nice tire where,
Gotta stick together.
like, indicator that shows up for about 45 seconds after I pit.
To the bottom row of cars. Everybody keeps going too wide up there.
Lifting on cars with a really narrow power band at the high end, I think the Gen 4. I have no idea, Rosie, you might be on to something.
Yeah, you got to take a
Well,
side
well,
drive.
I
That's
think it
on
was the
race.
car of tomorrow specifically where you guys remember when
Side draft plus
the cars would do like 2-car tandems and like everybody hated them or like hated that style of racing until it stopped and then everybody was like, whoa, hey, bring back the 2-car tandem again. I miss that. But that was the car of tomorrow. It wasn't necessarily the Gen 4. But I do find that funny. The one race, I think Clint Boyer won it, where they went like 8 wide. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate that. I don't know if y'all remember when they were doing the 2-car tandem. They, the drivers with their
you have blinked out
teammates,
twice now.
they would have
One
little
of them when I
dials
was
where they can
right
dial
on
up
it.
their teammates and talk to them. They banned that after a while because of people. Oh, Rosie, you hated it. It was so controversial back
Alright, man, we're
then,
going green next time by. Alright, man,
but it
line up on the inside
created
row.
just
Next
like
row, 20 cars.
it was. I mean, it was gimmicky, right?
10 to go at the line.
But it was just so unique. People just look back on things with rose-colored glasses. I think there's another version. The old A car, I guess, would be the car of tomorrow, but I don't think it has a wing on it in at least iRacing. But the car of
Josh,
tomorrow
I'm
in
not
real
scared
life
of bumps,
did
so
have the wing.
go
That
for
was
it
like
as much as you want.
the #1 hated reason behind the car of tomorrow because
said
they put the
you're
wing
what?
on it and everybody was like, they're not supercars.
That I am
They're not Indy
hesitated by
cars.
a bump draft, so go for it.
But the wing created really good
Yeehaw.
racing, except for on super speedways, because, or really any high fast racetrack, because the racing may be good, but because of that wing, the cars would lift off the ground. That's how we ended up with like a Carl Edwards situation. There was a couple of other really bad flips. Brad Keselowski and Carl Edwards have 2 scenarios where the wing, Brad went up in the air at Atlanta Motor Speedway and Carl went up in the air at Talladega. Yeah, Rosie, you're right. The COT in iRacing does not have the wing. And yeah, COT, the look of it was, I always found it interesting, but I didn't hate it as much as what other people did. Yeah, Paperclip, that good old rivalries when I feel like they existed. They really don't exist anymore. I mean, I know that there's like guys who've had beef with each other, but it's not like when Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski were trying to kill each other. Because that bled into like the Xfinity series, or Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. Brad had his fair share of run-ins. I think the cool thing about Brad is a lot of people really hated him because he was a hothead. I mean, he was a hothead along with like Tony Stewart and Kyle Busch, and he ran into a lot of problems with other race car drivers. He was just an aggressive driver. But as time has gone on and he matured through Penske and is now a car owner, he's a totally different Brad, but I love what he's done with RFK Racing. I think it's really amazing, honestly. I know that you probably don't have as many wins as what they want, but that team is way more competitive than when it was just Roush Fenway. And the paint schemes are so cool. Oh yeah, everybody hates Logano and Gibbs. Now, are we talking like Ty Gibbs, or are we talking about Joe Gibbs Racing? Because people still hate Toyota, and they hate Joe Gibbs along with it. And Logano is... I've met Logano before, like one of his fan events. My wife and her mom, huge Logano fans. And he is probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met, like NASCAR-wise. I was wearing a Kyle Busch hat, and he really leaned into it, and he had a lot of fun with it. Hey Rosie, I don't mind a lot of the changes that NASCAR has done, whether or not it worked out, whether it, hasn't worked out, obviously is to be determined. And there's things that I wish that they, would roll back. I mean, I think the playoffs, which is a huge change, needs to be adjusted for sure. And
keep a tighter on that, Brock. I will fill that spot so
and
quick.
Paperclip, yeah. Ty Gibbs,
my bad, bro. I got a plan.
he gets a lot of hate, I know, and I think part of it is the nepotism side of things. Driving for your grandfather's race team doesn't help, and with the whole Hamlin situation, I think he kind of showed his ass a little bit. Not necessarily toward Denny, but I know during like media he wouldn't even talk to people. So I'm pretty neutral on Ty Gibbs personally. I think he should have won a race by now, and it's concerning that he hasn't. I would probably give him one more year before having a serious conversation. Oh, Paperclip, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Went on a little bit of a tangent, just people not liking Logano or Ty, but you're saying Ty and Logano. Oh, come on. I had a 4X for absolutely nothing. Yeah, Rosie, yep, the 10 race chase is the best. I agree with you on that. And I know we kind of went into it the last week. And oh yeah, the Ty and Logano. I totally forgot about that because I really felt like they were hyping up the Ty and Denny situation, but that I think has turned into a nothing burger, especially because he's in the championship 4 now. When was the last time Ty and Joey have ran into each other?
I only did that because I thought they were in front of you, Brock. I don't do that normally if he was that close.
Hamlin is too old for it. Oh, Hamlin he still remembers when him and Larson get together. I'm like, oh, these guys they're gonna do something dumb. To be fair, Hamlin, at Kansas with him dive bombing Bubba there, that if it wasn't for Bubba being his driver and then he being Bubba's boss, I think there would have been a little, way more fireworks from that. But because of the awkward situationship there, it's like can't be too mad. That's your boss. Like, I don't know. That's a sticky situation. Yeah, Paperclip, I was talking about it earlier, and I think you'd be surprised how many people are pulling for Hamlin because whether or not you like Hamlin, he has 60 Cup wins. He should be a championship driver. So, you know, for him, he's had an amazing career, multiple Daytona 500s. He's won pretty much all the crown jewels except for, I feel like except for one. I'm backing out of that here because these guys, oh, they got 2 laps to go. Anyways, I think a lot of people can put away their hatred toward Denny to appreciate the fact that at the end of the day he's a great driver and he deserves to be a champion, and for him to actually do it with the playoff format that we have, I think a lot of people would be really happy to see that. And he's had a great season. When he's at win number 5, I wouldn't be upset if he won the playoffs at all.
Bottom row, we need to start pushing.
Still there.
Yeah, Rosie. That's good to know. Apologies if I alienate you a little bit. But who knows? Hopefully. Okay. We're about to go.
All clear, all clear.
They're wrecking mine.
Green, white, checkered. Green, white, checkered, baby.
So bad.
Yeah, we're going to overtime, baby.
Wow.
You're getting reported.
Pit road is closed.
And Rosie, hopefully us talking about NASCAR and kind of the newer stuff might get you up to speed a little bit if you ever decided to
27.
to jump into it
pretty sure it was
again.
Zane. I mean, I feel so bad, man.
Hey, what's up, Rogue
he was
Mandalorian?
blinking,
How
so I
you doing,
couldn't
buddy?
see him.
Yeah. I mean, I almost took him out when he was P2.
Whoever that was passing under the yellow and hitted me, man.
We're racing
That's
some
great.
next gen cars
So bad.
here at Talladega, so
I got a black flag off that.
Backstretch.
we're about to
up.
go underneath the green,
Checking
white,
up,
checkered
checking
here. So it's gonna be a 2-lap shootout. It's gonna be interesting to see how we do, but a lot of people are pissed off at each other right now because
I
of
have
that
a black
wreck.
flag now, and I was in first place because somebody's passing on the apron, under the apron.
Not first, you're last.
That really sucks. I thought that was going to be a good
Oh, okay, awesome, Rosie. That's good to know.
past the 2, past the.
Yeah, but I like the video of him talking about using NASCAR 2003 to practice for his
Well.
first race at Pocono. That's crazy. It's crazy the amount of drivers that, I
What
mean,
the hell was that, man?
that utilize iRacing
talking to
to. Oh.
Yes, you.
Hold on, let's
What I
listen
did?
You took me out.
to the argument.
Oh, well, no, what did I pick you out? I only have 2X.
You were under the yellow and you pitted me.
Oh, well, please forgive me, bro. I mean, I honestly did not know. Like, if you feel you need to report me for that, please do. Like, just know it was not
When the
intentional.
yellow flag came out.
Who me?
You got me into the pit. I gotta go freaking.
Dude, I've been running one lane this whole race. I mean, I've just kind of been straight. I haven't really been that aggressive, so I don't know. Or even remember that I hit you.
Position when the yellow flag came out.
Well, if you're below the apron, and someone's on your right, you don't come up.
He wasn't below that apron. I was right behind him.
This is 100%
Yeah,
going in a
Mike, I'm
rage
pretty
video,
sure
by the
I'm-
way.
Like, I mean, I don't want to be a douchebag at all, but I do not think I was below the apron.
I guess it could have been another purple car, but you're the only purple car I see.
No, there's no doubt I'm probably the only purple car, but like I said, I truly did not mean it if I did take you out.
Green, white, check. Keep it clean
Past the.
until the
past
white,
the-
at least.
Green, white, checkered. We have 10
Then you guys can
incidents
do whatever the hell you want.
right now. So we have 7 to spare before we get disqualified. Don't think it's going to happen in 2 laps. I got to pass the 2 car.
It's the 25 car.
Yeah, Paperclip, it's funny because the who me comments are always the best
Tell them to.
on like TikTok or on YouTube with the Rage Racing videos. because I think sometimes people think that they're on purpose or, you know, intentional. And I know that that's what that guy, the we're gonna lose guy, that's what he does, but I never really correct or like tell people that it's not, because at the end of the day it really doesn't bother me. But I promise, as you guys can tell, it's all 100% authentic on Iracing. And that's honestly why I wanted to start streaming, is just to kind of, you know, watch some behind the scenes rage racing vids with everybody in the chat right now.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
It'll be something to look forward to.
Inside row.
Alright, we're on the inside,
boy.
which is great for us, because that outside line does not seem
Alright, 3, let's
to
have
go. Maybe we get some iRating here. We gotta finish 12th. At least get some iRating. Our safety rating is done. We're probably dropping like a 3 point. We're going underneath 3.0 here. I think we're at like a 3.38, and we're already at 10 incident points. So it would surprise me if we absolutely just eat shit on the safety rating. Wonder if there's going to be a retaliatory bump coming. For our scenario, no, because the guy is out. But between the, what was it, the 12 and the not 8 car, but the two guys that were arguing, I don't know. I mean, the 12 car seemed like he was like, oh, my bad. Like, you know, if you're gonna report me, then report me. But like, it wasn't anything like intentional. I think the other guy just, you know how sometimes on iRacing we think we're the main character, but we're not. He probably just got turned and wanted to melt down a little bit. But I don't know exactly what happened. We'll have to go back and watch the replay. And yeah, that's paperclip. That's, I'm not that drastic, but of a change, but definitely was at like a 3.6 beginning of this week, and I'm somehow at a 3.3, but this is hands down the most incident points I've gotten all week. Oh, absolutely, Rosie. Especially on this game. These guys melt down all the time, obviously, and they probably won't even recognize the name of the person after a week if they, you know, take a break or anything like that. It's just so pointless to really get into it with somebody. And that orange car got way out of line there. All right. Oh, come on, 11. Shut the door. Shut the door. That was kind of dumb. This outside line has kind of screwed us. But I had to run, and I absolutely... Alright, hold on to it here. Push, 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 push. Come on, 20. Nope. Got a nice little shove there. Not much we can do about it, 20. I'm sorry. We're basically just ping pong balls right now, bouncing between each other. Let's make the third lane, because why not?
Hit me! Push it!
No! Yep, they're wrecking. They're wrecking.
Hey, buddy, have fun getting fucking protested.
Yep. Here we go.
I know exactly who did that.
It's over. Alright, man.
Hey, 11.
Get on home and get
Was
out
that
of here.
you or did
We
you
got
get
damage on
spun?
the front end.
I know exactly who did that. Welcome to Talladega.
All right, we finished 15th. Not great. Yeah, protest alert. There's
exactly
gonna
who
be a
did
couple of protest alerts with this one.
Did that shit on purpose.
All right, what happened here? What?
That same dude I got into a little bit of a bump in with off the start. He just did that.
It's not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
man, you can miss me with that shit. I was in the middle of 3 wide. Try again.
I just watched. You were right beside. You drove down on me. You can miss me with that shit.
Record it then. Let's see what the iRacing gods say. That's all I have to say about it. I didn't wreck anyone's race.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 car.
3, that was a good finish, guys.
Yeah, he didn't.
Even if you did pull that sleazy shit on the start.
What are you talking about? You didn't take me out, dude. Are you blind?
I mean, it was an accident on bumps and get together, but it's whatever. It's the fact that you did what you did to be a bitch about it.
Again, you can miss me with that shit.
You up when you clearly did do this.
Wait, why is the 2 car?
Learn how to drive, bro. That's terrible.
There's so much going on right now. So the 6 car is upset the 2 car too? What? No, we didn't. At the end there.
2, you still in here?
Oh, it sucks that you got second, man.
Yeah, man, I was just watching it. I mean, that is, I totally agree with you. I definitely took you out, bro. I mean, I can't believe I even did that. So please, again.
Oh, the 12 car is owning up for earlier.
I mean, I can't really ask for more than that, so yeah, of course.
See, kids.
Yeah, bro.
Apologies.
If I get any more races with you,
Work
I got trash, but
in iRacing. All right, I kind of want to go back. I missed the 11 o'clock
have a
race.
good night, though, bro.
It's
You
fine.
too. It's just wild, the dude that backed you up and was like, I was behind you the whole time and I didn't do anything. It's like, you had me thinking I'm crazy over here.
No, genuinely, I don't even know what I was looking at. I mean, I completely agree. I came up. I was below the yellow, I think, because I was trying to avoid the wreck. But I came up, and I agree. I completely took the shot. So, like I said, forgive me.
Let's see what happened with this here. So we've got.
For sure, man. I understand. It's just
For sure. Have a good one.
Oh, I see.
That was a good one until we had the little bad ones there.
Yep.
With,
I would be.
okay.
I would be pissed about that too. I would be super pissed about that. Yeah, because he.
Actually, we almost benefited from some net code because this guy.
He was pushing the 6, pushing the
I
12.
forgot what number he is.
Oh,
he
that
hit
27 car
he
is
hit
blinking.
All of us. We all got taken out, but none of us
Everybody
were
gets boom,
affected.
boom,
We watched
boom,
that
kinda back
replay,
up.
So we all pretty much should have been taken
And
out.
I don't think the 12 car knew that the 2 car was there, and just hooked him. Yep. And he went into the pits, and he was really pissed about the black flag, which I get. All right.
what lap was that?
34 right before
Lap
the
35 and
crash
40.
from the pit.
We will see that in a new Rage video.
Roger that.
Started last, John. Started last on the grid, led 4 laps, finished 3rd. Heck yeah, dude. We finished 15th. And we hit, I think, 14 X's. Yeah. What did I tell you guys? Look at that. 2.48. We dropped almost a whole, like, 1, because we were 3.38. Damn. Alright. Let's do one more. Should we do Talladega? I feel like we should. One more. And I'll get my participation as well. iRacing COT doesn't have a restrictor plate. It does like 232 solo on a super speed. Damn, that is crazy. Yeah, and paperclip. I'm you know, hopefully that guy really, you know, had awareness there. I believe he did. Especially the conversation there at like the very end with the 6 and the 2, or I'm sorry, the 12 and the 2. Those guys seem like they worked it out. The 9 car, you know, that replay there really showed me he was just 3 wide, and I mean, I don't think he did anything intentional, but I mean, it was a dumb move by going 3 wide like that. But what do people do super speedway racing when we're all bunched up like that and we're coming to the white flag? People just kind of stuff it in there and hope for the best. Lime Rock and Talladega, where SR goes to die. Exactly. Even though when the Formula V cars were at Lime Rock, I really enjoyed that. Let's see here. What is... Because we got 10 minutes until CFix actually runs. 12 car came right back up into the 2. How did he not see him? I don't know. That's a good question, Paperclip. I don't know if it was just the aftermath of the wreck and maybe he didn't hear an all clear, or maybe he thought he was clear and didn't realize there was a bunch of, you know, there was a car above him. I don't know exactly how all of that went down. Brad and Carl's rivalry started in a nationwide series. Most of the Cup guys hated Brad. Yeah, I mean, what was the race? Was it Gateway, I think, where those guys really started getting into it? And Brad had run-ins with Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch, obviously. At Rosie, I couldn't tell from the camera view, but it looked like the 12 came up and then stayed on the yellow line for a second or two before contact. Maybe the 2 was floating down. At Rosie, my interpretation of that wreck was the 2 car already was impacted by the blinking car and was just kind of hanging up below the yellow line, and by the time things sorted out, he probably didn't realize that the 2 car was above him, so he just went up into the track because the grass is right there, and didn't realize the 2 car was right there and just hooked him. I don't know, that one's tough. You have to be in the mind of the driver. Bushwhacking days, yep. Oh, Denny junked Brad in a nationwide race. That doesn't surprise me. All those guys were a hoot and a half. Like, a lot of the younger drivers, or not younger drivers, but like Denny and Kyle and Brad, Carl, those guys were a lot of fun on the bushwhacking side of things. But oh, Kevin Harvick too. Greg Biffle would jump in there when they would do double duty. That was always the best. All right, let's do some laps here in the truck. Oof. See, that's... I don't know. That one's tough. Imagine calling up Joe Gibbs and be like, "Hey, I want to race in the Nationwide Series. Really? I'm just trying to just wreck Brad Keselowski." Greg Biffle raced early Logano like an asshole. Yeah, not necessarily Greg Biffle, but I always think of Ryan Newman and when him and Joey got into it at Pocono. And Joey was like, "You race other people hard," and just trying to give it back to Ryan Newman. And then Ryan basically was like, "Dude, you're literally like a kid, and you don't have the same respect as you do with all the veterans."
What a problem, Dustin.
Good old days. Denny and Dale Jr. got into it after Denny and Brad got into it. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of rivalries in like the mid 2000s to early 2010s. I think it was Dover. The only one faster than Biff was Logano in the GameStop car. Biffle fenced him into turn 4. Okay. I like slightly recall that. I know there's been some wild wrecks and finishes at Dover. Hey, Logano, since he ran Mark Martin hard. Like he ran like when, I'm trying to think, just in general or at another, or just like in a specific race. Also, Ty Gibbs has the most races for JGR and Cup with no wins. Yeah. I do think Ty Gibbs is talented. Don't get me wrong. But you're in the best equipment you'll ever be in. And still haven't won a race. But Pope, I do remember that. Yes. Was that when Mark was racing the 55? He was racing the Aaron's Dream Machine at the time. Yes, I do remember that. What did Mark, I know Mark always referred to Logano as like the sliced bread. And was a big advocate for him. How was Mark's reaction after that? Because it's not, he didn't wreck him. I think he moved him. But I can see where people are like, yo, what the fuck? Why is the new guy wrecking the absolute veteran and adored race car driver of Mark Martin? Gotcha.
Car 727, jump jet across the left, 52.18.
Ooh, I do remember that. There was one year that Casey Kane came close too. He had some pretty crazy wrecks. I remember when Mark Martin was driving for that 55 car. Back when Michael Waltrip Racing was like an actual legitimate contender. I mean, if it wasn't for Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon having their beef at Phoenix, Clint Boyer most likely would have been the champion that year. And to think of just the downfall after the itchy arm situation at Richmond and getting penalized by NASCAR, and they lost all their sponsors, and it's probably the quickest a team has ever went from, like, you know, winning with Clint Boyer, Martin Truex Jr. and Mark Martin. No, did Mark Martin win the 55? I know he came close because I know Rodney Childers was on the pit box there. As I know Vickers won in the 55. If you haven't seen it yet, Slapshoes has an entire video about Martin's career, so damn it. No, I did not know that, but I will definitely have to check that out. I've seen some of Slapshoes videos. Oh. I have no idea what that guy was doing. Jerks was as good in the 56 with MWR as he was in the 78. I would be curious to kind of look at the stats on that, because I feel like Martin was consistent in the 56, but he wasn't as like dominant as what he could have been. Ooh. Sometimes in the 78, like I felt like the 78, he went on some pretty big tears in regards to just collecting trophies. Slapshoes is easily in the top 3 racing content creators. Yeah, I mean, I think.
Don't use your mirror, but we need mirror. Come on.
I think you guys. I think Slap Shoes. Eric Estep is obviously like the #1 like NASCAR YouTuber. I'm trying to think just one more. I know they all kind of get together. I know Black Flags Matter was once upon a time a channel that a lot of people watched until he got in trouble with the Wikipedia stuff. Ooh. But nice to see some racing content creator love here. I know sometimes if you go on Reddit and talk about NASCAR YouTubers, they really knock on them, but it's like, man, like the younger generation, that's how they consume things. Like you would want there to be successful NASCAR YouTubers. So yeah, you know, good to see some love there.
Outside. You're clear high, clear high.
Dominant cars with the 50 only closed out like 3 of them. Yeah, I remember with the 56, the big win was at Infineon, or Sonoma Raceway, I should say. Estep is fine. He slept on Blaney for too long, and I took him out of rotation. I mean, he found a way to make content, you know, by talking about the news just in a YouTube style. Personally, I tried that at one point, doing like NASCAR Nolan videos, but then I realized I wasn't doing anything that was different from him, so I kind of stopped. And I'm not too familiar with Iceberg, but I've also heard good things. Rise of the Field Fillers and Brockbeard. Okay, I haven't heard of Rise of the Field Fillers, but Brockbeard I have heard. It's always weird in the practice sessions when people have 3 numbers. Not used to seeing that on stock cars. Oh, I've heard of Iceberg. I haven't really watched any of his stuff. And I know that he co-host with the NWP. Even I haven't really watched it. I'm pretty out of the loop on the NASCAR YouTuber side. I know like other people like Jet MDK, and then I know Taylor above the yellow line. You know, those are some other. I think they're a little bit more on the smaller side. I'm aware of them as well. And I know Danny B, I think, is another one. I follow him on Twitter. He's a good follow. Yeah, I have seen some of his diecast stop motion stuff. The view count on those are insane. There's millions of views. Yeah, I mean he's made a name for himself on the YouTube side. I mean, hell, they sponsored a race car. I don't know if you guys remember the 78 a couple of years ago. They sponsored BJ McLeod with Live Fast Motorsports. But yeah, is Black Flags Matter? Is he part of the NWP crew still, or was he ever? I feel like he was at one point, because I know he had a spot on that race car. NASCAR man history is good for older stuff. All right, that's good to know. I know Frosty Nixon or Risky Nixon or something along those lines. He was a YouTube channel that posted a bunch of old clips, and then he just cleaned house one day. Everything was gone. Oh, okay. David Land covers more endurance in the F1 and such. His first videos were Lego Star Wars stop motions. Hey, I mean, if people are finding stuff that works for them, I think that's amazing. Black Flags Matter was on NWP, but they distanced themselves from that guy. Yeah, he's been quiet on the NASCAR YouTube side. Anyways, I do before he got caught up in the Wikipedia stuff, I did enjoy his bus videos. You know, I know that they were pretty simple, you know, editing just different clips and just kind of doing a voiceover, but I enjoyed them. But then he definitely got caught up in some stuff. I think he was doing some stuff for NFL and who knows, probably expanding his content creation career. I mean, if you're gonna do content creation, you know, if you already found success in NASCAR, I mean, what's the next place you're gonna go? Probably football, right? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. We could probably be watching some cars going around the track here. Of course it ends. All right, let's do some qualifying. Let's get some qualifying laps in. See where we can start. Yeah, I guess my point being with NASCAR YouTubers is sometimes I see them get a lot of hate on Reddit, and the same thing goes with iRacing YouTubers as well on the iRacing forum. I know that people can be annoying with like self-promotion and all the other stuff, but sometimes the hate is a little unwarranted. Yeah, right, John? You know, it's funny, like, even watching or paying attention to, like, smaller iRacing YouTubers and NASCAR YouTubers. I will say, sometimes they're kind of all over the place when you look at their content. Just, like, random video games or stuff that doesn't make sense. But then they'll have like that one video where it's like it pops off and then they stare into it a little bit. But that's why I made a post on Rage Racing today, just to kind of tell people that, you know, originally I was going to take some of these races and chop them up and put them as like long form content, but I decided against it because I put out one of the videos. It was Xfinity at Vegas for one of the streams last week. And just kind of broke up the channel a little bit, to where I was like, kind of want to see the compilation Rage videos all in one, and then the live streams on another tab, and I don't want to, you know, throw a whole bunch of other videos on there, because sometimes I feel like if you get spread out too thin, you kind of lose purpose of the channel as well. Just looking at my watch there. Ah, that's why my phone just died. Alright, that was not the greatest. The watch distracted me. We're currently sitting in 8th. Only about a 10th off the leader, so maybe that wasn't too bad. Thanks, Paperclip, for swinging by. Get some rest, and we'll see you next week or whenever you decide to hop back in. But appreciate you watching. What is this paint scheme? Oh. Drive safe, Rosie. Glad the workday is over. Hopefully you got some of your project that you were working on there done. But as always, appreciate you jumping in, saying hello, and same thing as what I said to Paperclip. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's gonna be hard not to here. But I'm with you guys. After this, I have to get some rest too. I got that one car that was not the number one car, but one car we were watching qualify had a very interesting paint scheme. My buddy Joe, he would love that paint scheme. But we're starting 10th. We've got 25 laps. Are people going to be idiots? Are we going to have a nice... Oh no, John, we're not in the same split. What's just curious, what's your I rating at? Maybe if we're at least close. I don't even know what mine is, to be fair. I'm like 15, 18 or something.
Alright, boys, I got the belts pulled tight. Let's have a nice, clean 25 lap race here at Dega. Have fun, guys. Good luck.
This guy right here. Oh, 1.9. Okay, I'm slowly working my way up there. When we are in the same split, make sure we call that out. That'd be cool.
On the first turn.
All right, back to this Floyd guy that just talked. There's a video.
He knows what he's talking about.
I don't know. It's been a while.
First advice. Let's pull it.
My man.
Belts tight one more time.
He
Let's go.
He admittedly,
Oh, man, I'm not kidding. I'm actually
in front, like to the whole chat, basically says I'm drunk, and has been running in the back the whole time. And there was a long green flag run, and then there was a caution, and he decided to stay out in front of the whole field. Everybody knew he was hammered.
Quite honestly, I recommend
Stepped
you
on the
guys
gas, and it was an
try this
Xfinity
at some
car.
point
And
in your guys'
you guys aren't on
racing
iRacing, the Xfinity
it's
car.
honestly
If you're on
most
older tires and you hit the
believable
gas,
experience you'll ever get.
it gets a little bit squirrely. Well, old
I
tires,
think
a little bit
you'll
squirrely,
strap
a little bit
my
of
seat
booze.
strapped that tight right now, and you would not
He ended up
believe
wrecking the whole
difference
field.
it makes when you can't move. Like you're not pulling
It
yourself to the wheel.
was, yeah. And now this guy is lecturing us. Well, I wonder if the guy we ran, like, we didn't wreck, but pushed out of the way is in this. I'm waiting for a little message. Don't wreck somebody. He's probably hanging out in the Xfinity car, to be fair. Let's turn on the cellular device again.
Get ready. Alright, man. Pace cars in.
Alright, let's get some I rating back, and let's not lose any more safety rating. It's gonna be a tough call to order here.
Green flag, green flag.
There's only one way to figure this out. Go fast and turn left.
Inside, you're up top 3 wide. Inside, get wide there. You're up top 3 wide. All right, man.
Wow.
On to the south. Wrecking
My
on the
fault, I
front
missed my
stretch.
shift.
Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the 23 car. We got damage on the front end. Catch the 20 car.
Wherever I get into, I was avoiding something else. I'm sorry.
We did it! Very
Catch the
nice!
22 car.
That sucks.
Catch the 20 car.
We didn't even make it past the start-finish line, fellas.
Nine, are you toast or are you still able to run, buddy?
Well, John, I know you're probably listening, but didn't even get going. Got the green flag, and this guy missed a shift and
And for 23, I need to cover up.
just
Never mind.
ran
you
into
already
me.
did.
Be curious what happened here. Well, we have a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's anything terminal.
Pit road is now open. Catch the 20 car.
Six, past 8 stars.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about streaming these Dega races, is because, man, you just don't know like what you're gonna get. We literally went from an Xfinity race that totally green to a next gen race that had a couple of big wrecks. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Checking up, checking up, checking
And
up.
trucks. Well, lap 2. I already have 4X. But I know it's getting clipped and going on TikTok tomorrow. It's
Pit
that.
10, 10,
Nice opening right there.
5,
I'm
3, 2, 1. Right here.
there.
Pace speed
All
through
the
1 and
damage
2,
is
pace speed
repairable.
1 and 2 for anybody still catching up.
All right, so chat, we are making out like bandits here. Our optional repair is only 11 seconds.
Go.
All right, I'll take it. The front end of the car that was sticking up is pushed back down. Guys, we might be in a better position than what we thought.
Catch the 20 car.
Oh shoot, I should have went back and watched a replay of that. Remind me at the end. Go back and look at that. I was worried he was going to give me a black flag. That was like my biggest concern, especially when he shot up like that, because if you go on the inside line, you'll end up getting a black flag. And I know that's like a lot of people's biggest complaints with restarts, and you know, when there's some form of a caution and you're avoiding it going into the pits, or avoiding it by going into the pits, or you end up passing somebody or going across the start finish line ahead of somebody that you're not supposed to, and you get a black flag. But again, how does iRacing determine that? I don't know. Hydrate before you dehydrate.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row. Catch the 21 car. That was your box left of the session.
All right, folks, let's try this again. Coming off turn 4 here. Let's... Oh. It's a much better restart than the last one. Got some green flag laps in here, guys.
Alright, man. Pace cars in.
Also, I don't want to get lectured again by Floyd.
Green flag, green flag.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Wrecking already.
In the tri-oval. Got one outside. Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Wrecking in the tri-oval. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Who the fuck is in third place that just turned me? What the fuck are you doing?
Catch the 23.
Why can't we even start the race?
Well, this is super lame, guys. Should have did Gen 4 at Phoenix.
I think a lot of people in here had a little bit too much liquid courage and they're trying to go for it right on the start of the freaking race.
Frickin' race.
Dude, legit, third place just turned me from the outside lane. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Pass the 2, pass the.
I mean, the Dega truck is not exactly hard to hook up and watch.
Nope. This is probably one of the better ones to race on, to be honest with you. Goes Xfinity, number 1, because I'm an Xfinity fanboy. And trucks. And we'll give that to Gen 7. Alright, it's telling me to pass the 10 car here. I'm so used to the other user interface to where I really... Like, I should know it says pass number 10, but like it's just such an unfamiliar looking block to where I don't think to look for that. So when I'm talking, or if I'm looking at my phone or something like that, and it's telling me to pass people, sometimes I don't even realize it until the spotter says something. Alright, 2 to green. It's always fun when you get 2 to green.
Checking up into 1.
And you're still kind of moving not at pace speed. It just helps the caution laps go by
2 to green.
so much faster.
Pit road is closed. That was your box.
Yeah, still 2
Goodness
green,
gracious.
definitely close for me.
It's the 23 car.
Look at this 22 car.
Past the, and past the,
And for some reason, they just wrecked behind me.
past the,
You're freaking kidding me, right?
it's the 22 car.
Pace cars halfway down the path.
The irony of the fact that I just said look out for this 22 car and I just ran right into them. I was too busy paying attention to the fact that the 23 car ran into the back of the 22 car and I almost added to that, but we did not get a 4X. Alright, now let's tell me to pass the 19.
Past the
Yep.
19, past the, past the 6, past the,
It's gonna go down.
and past the, past the 2, past the, let the 23 car by. Alright man, we're going green next time by. Alright man, line up on the outside road now.
Alright, we're starting 12th. We're doing pretty good because we started 10th. We fixed some damage. And now we're running 12th. Can we make it a lap? This is the dumbest race I've ever been a part of. How are we to go from no cautions to not even getting in the like 4th gear? It's trucks, baby. It's trucks.
I'm thinking 10 to 1 odds that we make it a full lap here.
Brother, we ain't even made it past the start line.
I at least want to make it out of turn 2 on this one. Give us a chance to get the damn trucks up to speed before you guys start wrecking. Come on.
Come on.
They can't get out of second gear.
Hell, the only time I've hit 4th gear is on the damn cautions when I'm trying to catch up to the rest of the fucking field.
Alright,
Get ready.
spray God here. There's no caution. At least before we cross the start finish line.
Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag.
Woohoo! We did it! We got in the 3rd gear. Alright, so we're on lap 9 of 25. We have one 4X. We got some squirrely boys up in the front here. Guess we're gonna go 3 wide. A little risky for my liking at this point of the race, but we dropping the 18. We're dropping the 18. Just kind of following these guys while the
Hey, we
21.
made it, boy.
21's doing all the work. Thanks, buddy.
Of course, serving like black flags.
We were left hanging. That's okay. No, I mean, that's on me. 100%. I was gonna put myself in front of the 2, but I just drifted way up the track.
Hold your line. You got one inside. Get wide there. Clear low, clear low. Stay high. On the low side. Clear low, clear low.
Ooh, I don't wanna... I didn't want to cut off that 20 car because he was gonna have the run. Again, that's what I was talking about, like my indecision to just commit. Like I should have just pulled in front of the 20 there and just let them deal with it. Affleck. Come on, buddy.
Be careful pushing me when I'm already on this guy's ass. I can't go any further.
Yeah, people.
Shuffling back the 20. Come on, 6. Oh. Seems like we've gotten the caution flag bug out of us here. Putting off here. The 6 car's pushing the 4 car, which is pushing a car that basically told the 4 car to not push up on them. Ooh, inside line is checking up. Big checkup. Big checkup. Whew. We're about to cook here. We're about to get a run. The build up. I can feel it. We got 2 lapped cars up ahead. Like we are as a group, collectively, as a group, we are not tight enough to make it through without. What is this guy saying? Anyways, these 2 lap cars are going to struggle. We're going to struggle. It wouldn't surprise me if we wrecked. Okay. Good group, good group. It's gonna be us. We clear. Shit. Awesome.
Pit road is closed. Let the 3 car by. We got damage on the front end. Past the 7, past the 20, past the... Past the 18, past the...
That sucks. I think that's gonna end our night here.
I'm sorry about that. My spotter said I was here and I thought it was on the side.
Well, chat, this is where we say our goodbyes, because I can feel the car, and we've got 10 more laps left. And I've already crashed the safety rating and the I rating enough today.
Why would you turn down into me?
Yeah, you guys can.
You entered a closed pit. Go
Yep.
to the end of the longest line.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3,
Now I'm using the princess lane.
1. Right here.
Oh, that's lame.
Where's the lead pack at?
Bunch of idiots in here.
All the damage is repairable.
Yeah, 7 minutes. That's it, folks. Let's go back.
Checking up into 3, checking up into 3.
What was 7 car saying here? I'm curious.
Yeah, Tiffle.
Hell, the only time I've hit 4th gear is on the damn cautions when I'm trying to catch up to the rest. I at least want to make it at a turn 2 on this one. Give us a chance to get the damn trucks up to speed before you guys start wrecking. Come on.
Yeah. Alright, he was just chatting. Oh, what fun. Well, chat, it's been fun. Thanks for everybody for coming out. Thanks to everybody for coming out. It is bedtime. I will see you guys next week, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. New Rage video will be coming out on Sunday, so if you guys like this type of content, if you guys haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Obviously, it helps out the channel. But appreciate you guys. It was a ton of fun, and we'll see you guys out on the track and on the next one. Bye.